Hey folks, BlackCross here, and yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've done a trailer reaction in regards to anything at all. It's been a long while. However, though, this time I figured I'm going to record my reactions, as well as us take a closer look at the big thing. Because what you're seeing right now is, as it says right here, Big Hero 6 trailer. Square Enix, you just don't know when to give us a break, do you? I mean, you could have just waited until September 22nd. That way I could have had everything prepared. No. You had to sit there and say, let's make them work for it. Or, in this case, let's get them all hyped up and excited. Which, the Pirates of the Caribbean was the one that threw me off the most. I was surprised that it made a comeback. But I have to say, Big Hero 6... I'm looking forward to this. At the same time, I'm a little worried. So, yeah, let's find out what happens. Oh, I love the Keyblade. Of course, it's Japanese, so we wouldn't know. Okay, so there he is. Oh, we get a closer look at the nobody, so... There's young Xehanort. Okay, that's awesome. Oh, cool. Bigger Heartless, too, daggum. Okay, so Sora doesn't get a hero Alf. Oh, gummy ships. I love me some gummy ships. Okay, so that was a little bit much to take in, but then again, that was just a minute trailer long. But there was a lot to take in just then. Just so much happened at one time, so it was like, oh, okay, whoa, hold on. So this is going to be my first time actually doing a trailer analysis, real quickly. So, let me know how I do on this one. So we're going to take a closer look at the very beginning, and we're going to start off with this part right here. The light is gathering together, hearts driven by one oath, one purpose. Now, the last time we've seen something like this was like at an earlier trailer. I forgot what it said technically, but it was something like, if you dream it, make it happen, or something like that. And this is sort of the same way, except it's given us a different wording or something. So I don't know what it's supposed to entail. The light is gathering, meaning the heroes of light, obviously. That's the only thing that can make sense. Hearts driven by one oath, one purpose. One purpose, I imagine, is to save the realms from being in captive by darkness. Then you have one oath. And unless it means may your heart be your guiding key or some other oath, I don't know. But that's just an ideal. Anyway, let's go ahead into this part here. We're seeing some different Heartlesses, which is good to see. I'm always excited to see new Heartlesses all the time. New different designs. Now, as for this thing right here, we can get a closer look. It's not working out very well for me. It's dadgum, it's blurry. Okay, that's a little bit better. Not by much record, but just enough. But we can see more of a Baymax design. But we can see whereas like the nanomachines back in Big Hero 6. If any of you have watched Big Hero 6, I highly recommend it. It's a really good movie. But obviously the nanomachines is at the tip of the part of the Keyblade, and then the rest is Baymax's armor suit. Now, technically, this was a question that I had to ask myself for a long while, mostly because we really haven't really got an answer for it. Or maybe we have, and I just hadn't paid attention to it. I've been oblivious about it. But I don't know if, like, the Keyblade is going to be the first thing we get as soon as we enter in that world, or if, like, you get the Keyblade after you beat the world. Because normally, most Keyblades like this, you get after you beat the world. You know, you get the world-themed Keyblade. This time, however, we're seeing the Keyblades before. Now, record, I get that they're supposed to do this just to showcase the different Keyblade transformations and stuff like that. I get that part, but this part is what has me confused, is the fact that, okay, you're showing all the Keyblades of the individual worlds, which is cool. I love the different ideas and designs, as well as the Keyblade transformations. But do we get this as soon as we enter in the world, or after the world, like we usually do? I was kind of curious on that one. But as far as that goes, I mean, for the record, we don't really have much to go on, because technically they're Japanese voice actors. As for the English voice actors, I don't know if they have the English voice actors accurately. Like, do they have the same voice actors from the actual movie, or do they have the ones from, like, the anime series that's recently showed up? I hadn't watched it, but I might want to actually watch it just to hear the voice actor, just to see which one is going to most likely appear. Because I'm going to take a wild guess and say they're going to have the TV show voice actors rather than the movie voice actors. That's just me thinking. So, but other than that, they look like they've been pulled out from the movie. Like, hands down. Just like everything else had been so far before, they've been pulled out from the movie itself. Even to the point where his design is, like, perfectly spot on. In fact, I don't think the hair texture was that good in... It's been a while since I've watched Big Hero 6, but I'm not sure if the hair design was even that textured. I mean, Square Enix has done an amazing job putting so much detail into Kingdom Hearts 3. And the hair molecules is what blows me away. Most people are blown away by the fact of the grass molecules and stuff like that. Mine is actually the hair molecules. It's just, holy shit, have they got really detailed. But anyway, we have, obviously we have, Go-Go here, which, she's going too fast, there we go. We have Go-Go here. Now, what doesn't make sense is whatever this thing is. Yeah, that right there. Okay, so, real quickly, we're starting to see what looks like data monsters. Or data heartlesses, rather. Now, I'm not sure... Yeah, sort of like that right there. Now, technically, according to what was stated whenever they first announced it, Big Hero 6 to be in Kingdom Hearts 3, they said this was supposed to be a sequence after the events in Big Hero 6. So I'm guessing that the data monsters are actually what the Heartless Baymax is controlling. Now, I'm not sure if they're still doing that same story or not. If it is, this part makes sense. If not, then I don't know what these are. I mean, you can see they're kind of like differently datatized and stuff like that. They're not really nanomachines, they're just like regular Kingdom Hearts blocks, like within Recoded. So that's probably what I'm thinking it is. It's something involving the data and stuff. Now, as for Sora, like I said, he's not really wearing a hero suit, he's wearing a visor. So I guess that's hero suit enough? But then again, I was like, I wouldn't mind seeing Sora in an armor suit. But then again, that might be too soon. Maybe that's something for, like, the ultimate weapon type thing, where he has the ultimate weapon and he's able to embrace an armor suit, perhaps. Because that would be just badass. Just, you know, you create the ultimate weapon and then all of a sudden Sora dons an armor of a Keyblade wielder. That would be awesome to me. I think it would. But anyway, so continuing on the trailer. Okay, that time we saw the Toy Story Keyblade. So, again, obviously the Keyblade transformation, you have the ability to hold 3 different Keyblades at the same time and switch in between them. And a lot of people have already discussed about this, and I think I've discussed about this in the past from what other people have announced and stuff like that. which I highly recommend you check them out. They're not so much like spoilers, they're so much like giving you details as to like what the gameplay is going to be like. And from what they've told us, I can make sense at the gameplay, and it's starting to make more and more sense. But obviously you're switching out Keyblades. Now, this was something that was already stated, but there was word going around saying that Randall was going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3. And this right here is confirmation enough to know that, yeah, Randall is back. What part he plays at, I don't know. Don't know if he's sided with his Vanitas or not, but I'm sure we'll figure that out as time goes on. And I have to say, he looks really good. He definitely looks really good. I mean, I can't really say any more than the fact that they look amazing, so what else could I say? Anyway, though, these nobodies, however, these nobodies look frickin' amazing. Like, okay, so get this, right? Apparently, depending on what nobody shows up in what world, depends on which organization member shows up. Like, obviously, Monsters Incorporated is invaded with the Unverse, meaning Vanitas is there. And then, of course, you have these things, which is in Tangle's world, which, if you remember, Marluxia's there. So, we know these guys, which means the snipers from Kingdom Hearts 2 will be appearing wherever Sigbar's at. And then you've got the Berserkers because of Saïx, the Sorcerers because of Xemnas, obviously the Heartless because of Ansem, but then again, Ansem been appearing with Xemnas, so there's not really much of a detail. But Larxene's going to be interesting. Larxene's going to be interesting because technically we've never seen her with her own nobodies. Because each nobody is designed based on the organization leader member. These, of course, like I said, because of Marluxia. So, to see what Larxene's nobodies would look like, I can't wait to see those. Now then, this is where things starts jumping in gear left and right. Mostly because of the fact that everything was happening all at one time. This one right here is what gets me interested. Okay, actually even more interesting. Considering the fact that I see Baymax, but I don't see anybody else. So I don't know if Hiro is on Baymax or not. I'm sure we'll find out real closely if we pay attention. But as for the Keyblade transformation, that's actually pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of Ven's Keyblade, where it transformed into a surfboard and stuff like that. Or maybe it's supposed to represent a skateboard, I don't know. But the point is that this actually looks really good. It just... I love how it looks, really. However, though, this here is what gets me interested. So, if you remember, in earlier trailers, when it talked about, like, Hercules World, the Olympic Coliseum, there was a Heartless that resembled this design. It looked it a little bit differently, but it resembled this design. This one, however, is a lot more different. So, I'm wondering if they're going to do the same thing that Kingdom Hearts 358/2 did, where you have the same type of Heartless, but change their alternate look. You know, sort of like how Behemoth had, like, in 3 different looks for Kingdom Hearts 1. And then you've got, what's another good Heartless to name off? I guess another good example would be, like, the Guard Armor, obviously. You also have the Sense Snaker from Deep Jungle, who also would appear in Coliseum. Those are about the only examples of a different color palette texture. In this case, it's a completely different remodeled skin. It's the same body feature with the weapon as well, because you can clearly see the eyelids right here. But he resembles a different body design look entirely. Which, I'm all for that, you know. If you can make the Heartless look the same, but be very different, I don't mind this. You know, it's one thing to be like, okay, it's just a repeated boss from the last one. But make them look completely different and have them, like, unique features and stuff. I'm cool with that. you know, make them a little bit harder, make them a little bit tougher, make them a little bit more challenging. So if this is the case, it makes me wonder if they're not going to do the same thing like in Kingdom Hearts 358/2 Days, where not only do you fight alternate versions of certain bosses and stuff like that, but you could fight like optional bosses, but they'd be different designs, different textures and stuff. That would be interesting. Like, it wasn't until now that I thought of that, but it's like, that would be pretty awesome. I would not mind that. That would be really freaking cool. But there's Baymax right there, and we don't see Hero. So, because see, these things are the ones that he needs in order to grip onto him. So he's not on Baymax. He's somewhere else. But, onto... Oh my gosh, I just can't stand this. Okay, here's something new. He's holding a different hammer. Like, you can clearly see that's a different hammer right there, just entirely alone. So let's just slow this down tremendously. This is going to sound weird for some people, so I'm muting the audio for this just to make certain. But... there! Right there! So... okay, so we can clearly see that is a transformation. He is in mid-transformation right now. But I'm confused. Is this the same Keyblade that he just had, or is it different? I think it's probably a good idea if I just go ahead and just kind of like slow it. Okay, whoa. Back up. Okay, here we go. We're going to look very carefully at this one. There's okay, Keyblade transforms. Okay, that was different. Okay. We're gonna watch this carefully. Okay, so here's the full transformation. Transforms into a surfboard. But then it transforms immediately into a different weapon. And then it just transforms mid-transformation, and then hammer, and then this. Okay, so we can clearly see that that was a completely different transformation entirely. Completely different transformation. It happened all too fast for me to figure out what just happened. But it just so it's not a surfing Keyblade transformation. It's a different transformation, but it's a unique transformation. So to see this is like, oh, holy shit. So, oh my gosh, I'm trying to do my best to do a good job, but this is probably the worst I've ever done in terms of analyzing. But I'm trying to take it all at one time, but also another Heartless design. I'm loving the design. I love the fact that they're getting bigger and they're multiplying in numbers. Also too, look at how big the city is. And that's virtually all explorable. Okay? All explorable. Okay? That's going to be insane. So we'll just slow this down enough. Yeah, see? It's all explorable. This is insane. Okay? We talked about the Pirates world, which is mostly in campuses of water and stuff. So it's not like it's going to be impossible to explore. But this is another level entirely. We're talking about a big metropolis city, which almost could be the size of, like, Grand Theft Auto, almost. So this is insane. This is amazing, but this is insane. Just to know that you can explore the entire city of San Francisco, Tokyo. This is insane. But I love it all. Okay, that's a different... Okay. I love the fact that we got more stuff in regards to the gummy ships. More stuff. As in more details revealing in terms of gummy ships. And oh my gosh, I love this. It's literally like Legos now. Like at first, people said it kind of resembles Legos. Now, it literally is Legos. And I love it so much. Oh my gosh, and the details. I mean, seriously, the details on the gummy ships. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to add details to the gummy ships. But they did, and that's what makes this so exciting. Look at that! I mean, seriously, just to imagine all of the different customizations of the keyblades alone is mind-blowing as it is. And, the last one was just a tickle tease when it comes to the gummy ship. This one right here is a literal, here you go. And it's like, oh my gosh. I so hope they got rid of the limit saying from Kingdom Hearts 2. I hope they got rid of that. And instead have it to where you buy the size of blueprints from like Kingdom Hearts 1. I would love that. I hope that's in this one. Because if so... oh, customizations on gummy ships are going to be so good. Like, literally, they are going to be so good. So, to continue on, the gummy ship missions are what's going to be mind-blowing. I don't know what to take in. I mean, obviously, it's going to be on rail, you know, which is to be expected. It's going to be mostly on rail. But, look at this. Look at this. Just to see all of this. All of this. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, at first we were like, okay, that was just a major tickle. This is like, literally, okay, here's everything you need to know about the gummy ship missions. What do you think? And it's like, oh my god! It's gonna be so awesome! Oh, okay, whew. Trust me, I love gummy ship missions. I love the fighting of gummy ship missions in Kingdom Hearts 2. And then the customizations in Kingdom Hearts 1. So hopefully they kept both of them in this one. And if that's the case, this is by far the best gummy ship missions we're ever going to receive. Ever. My gosh. I mean, seriously. The gummy ships, it's going to be insane. I cannot wait to touch it. So now we're going to get into some of the deeper analyzations in terms of Organization 13. So in other words, they're basically showing off all of the... that's actually the first... actually, I don't know. I want to get a closer look. You know? I think that's the first time we've ever seen a full zoom in on like the entire puzzle piece. But the only thing is, they're different. Like if you remember in the earlier trailers, they were two pieces facing each other. But this time they're different. So first of all, we can done tell that this right here represents Larxene. This one represents Vanitas. That one obviously represents Saïx. The cube is what's throwing me off. The time I imagine it's actually young Xehanort. But the blocks. What's the blocks for? But then you have this right here. That has me scared. Some of these have changed. Some of these have majorly changed. Oh wait, I'm just now catching the dice. Oh, the blocks are dice. You can't tell by looking at them, but they're dice. Okay, now I get it. But the stars was scaring me. Obviously, we couldn't see that. They wouldn't let us see it, so we don't know the other three. I imagine they're obviously Xemnas, Ansem, and Master Xehanort, of course. But the star thing had me scared because of what I saw towards the end. Now we're going to slow this down to as slow as we possibly can to catch everything. Okay, that was a different scene. Technically, that part right there was basically more or less of the same scene from the very earliest trailer of Kingdom Hearts 3. Like when it first got announced to be in development. That's the same scene, but Sora is wearing his Kingdom Hearts 3 outfit and it's differently designed. So, obviously, this is in Kingdom Hearts 3. Officially, this is in Kingdom Hearts 3. I guess. But then we continue on. Okay, judging by that scene alone, it tells me we're literally going to be in the deepest parts of Port Royal. And we're going to be fighting against Davy Jones in the most epic battleship fight scene ever. This is going to be insane. It's just, I cannot wait. Oh, it's going to be good. Then we have her. So everything is just transitioning overall to expose of what's happening. Then we have Vanitas without his cloak. And I imagine the scenery behind him is that of like... I'm not going to jump to conclusions, but I want to say it's probably the land of departure. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's what scares me. That's what scares me. You don't show something like that. You don't show something like that. So that scares me. That scares me. So, I really don't want to think this. But judging by that scene alone, it's been confirmed that Aqua's a freaking nerd. Oh, god damn you, Namor. I hate you so much. So judging by that scene alone, we can definitely tell that she is probably going to be 90, if not 95 to 99% sure that she is Norded. Which is not good. It's not good. I don't like that. We were supposed to save her. Now you got us to be hit. Oh, shit. So that's just lovely. That's just lovely. We're gonna have to fight Aqua now. That's wonderful. So yeah, that's... Whoo, Nelly. I don't know what to say. Just, I don't know what to say. Oh, gosh. All I know is that this alone is like... I mean, obviously they're gonna show off more probably at Tokyo Game Show on September 22nd. They're probably going to show off more. This was just like a little sprinkle on top or something like that, or some sort of like appetizer of the upcoming event. They didn't want to go like, okay, we're going to go ahead and just throw in a whole big trailer for Tokyo Game Show, because technically it's supposed to be a big stage event. A big stage event. 50 minutes long. Holy shit. I'm afraid as to how much they're going to reveal. But this trailer alone revealed a lot. It didn't really answer a lot of questions, but it revealed a lot. So we had to like figure out, okay, what? So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this 30-minute long discussion trailer video in regards to it. Holy shit, I didn't think I was actually going to make it that long. I do apologize, but hope you enjoyed this, because, oh my gosh. It's been a while since I've got excited again. But then again, the last time I didn't really record it, mostly because I was like, nah, I won't record this time around. And I wish I did for the Pirates of the Caribbean one, because that one I was like, oh. This one was like, oh my gosh. So, okay. So, anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I shall see you in the next video. This is BlackCross signing off.